There's a rare random encounter in Nuka-World where a group of raiders from one of the 3 Nuka-World gangs will ambush you because they're jealous and disapprove of you becoming the new overboss.
You and Nisha can go to hell. I should be overboss around here, not you.
You can only encounter these raiders after speaking with all 3 gang leaders and completing the quest and ambitious plan. After defeating them, you can pick up a note from the lead raider called Traitor's Note, which reads, "This is BS. We got some total stranger as overboss, thanks to that a-hole Gage, and Nisha doesn't give a rat's ass about it. The disciples should be running Nuka-World, not some no-named wastelander. If Nisha can't see that, I'm taking matters into my own hands. I got enough people that'll back me on this. Once I gutted our new overboss, Nisha's next." The traitors can come from any of the 3 gangs, and the encounter can trigger at any of the seen random encounter hotspots throughout the Nuka-World world space. Did you know that the ultimate UFO ride is actually spinning you instead of the hubologists inside the ride? When you activate the ride and immediately use the TFC FreeCam console command, you can see that you're the only one actually spinning around in the middle, while the hubologists simply act like something is happening and they're riding the ride. After establishing your first raider settlement in the Commonwealth with the help of Shank, there's another rare Nuka-World random encounter that can only occur in the Commonwealth. In this encounter, 3 operators will stop you with the intention of shaking you down, only to realize that you're the overboss.
Whoa. Where do you think you're... Oh, hey, boss. Didn't expect to see you out around here.
What's going on out here?
Just a little side business to keep fresh caps coming in. That and a little target practice. It's just, Colter could barely lug his ass out of his den, let alone Nuka-World. Been a long time since anyone of importance came all this way. You understand why I might have been confused, right?
Get out of my way.
Yeah. Go right ahead.
Have you ever interacted with the named Children of Adam after convincing High Confessor Tectus to blow themselves up with the nuke in the Far Harbor DLC? During the countdown, all of them will have their own unique reactions.
This doesn't sound good.
Are we under attack? Radiant Adam, claim your servant.
Holy Adam, I welcome your embrace.
Time. It's finally time.
Yes. Now is the time of our ascendance.
Next to the Galactic Zone, there are abandoned pre-war bus stops where a Deathclaw will spawn every time you pass through the area. What's interesting is that if you run away from the Deathclaw, then enter a building and wait for 3 to 4 days before returning to the same area, another Deathclaw will spawn while the previous one is still alive and hanging around. You can keep doing this over and over again, causing more and more Deathclaws to spawn until there's a whole army of them. In the Safari Adventure Park, after shutting down the Nuka-Gen replication machine that's creating the Gator Claws, did you know that you can restart the replication process? But this time, when you activate the machine, it will start replicating mutated gazelles instead. They'll begin spawning all over the park and can be used as a food source. But before we go any further, today's video is sponsored by War Thunder. If you've never played it before, War Thunder is basically a massive vehicle combat game where you can control all kinds of tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships. There are over 2,500 vehicles from 10 different nations, ranging from 1920s biplanes and armored cars to modern fighter jets and main battle tanks. The game is very detailed and well optimized with realistic graphics, highly detailed vehicles, and authentic sound effects. And if you're a new player or haven't played War Thunder in the last 6 months, you can use my links in the pinned comment or description to get a huge bonus pack on PC and console. It includes premium vehicles, 100,000 Silver Lions, 7 days of premium time, and the exclusive Eagle of Valor decorator. Check it out today. Now let's get back to the video. In the side quest Brain Dead in Vault 118, you have to investigate the murder of a Robo-Brain, which was committed by Ezra Parker, who is hiding in the skies of Juliana Riggs. But did you know that if you accuse the wrong Robo-Brain of being the killer, like Santiago or Keith McKinney, and complete the quest, there's actually a part 2 to this quest? After a couple of days, if you return to Vault 118, Maxwell will be standing at the entrance in distress, informing you that there have been 2 new disappearances, and that the killer is still on the loose.
Juliana and Bert have gone missing.
The remaining residents will also be locked in their rooms until the situation is resolved.
Is it done? Can I get back to my painting?
You shouldn't be in here. The killer is still loose.
Why is the door open? Did you catch the killer yet?
The quest marker will lead you to Ezra Parker, attempting to escape using the vault's car lift. With Bert Riggs' body lying next to him, you'll finally be able to confront Ezra, deal with him, and properly finish the quest. After clearing out the Safari Adventure Park and assigning it to one of the Nuka-World gangs, if you convinced Cito to share the park, you can come back a couple of days later and hear his reactions to the Raider gang that the park was assigned to. If you assigned it to the pack, Cito will be pretty happy about it.
Pac-Men wear funny clothes. Make Cito laugh. Cito like Pac-Men. They like family, like Cito like family.
If the operators moved in,
Cito like operators. They have lots of shiny things. New friend teach Cito to use terminal. Cito get angry, and Cito break it. I think new friend not teach Cito more things.
And if the disciples took over,
Cito not sure about disciples. But if they your friend, they, Cito friend. Man have scary friends.
When fighting Colter in the Colters arena, if he defeats you, he'll have a unique finishing voice line and say,
Told you how this would end.
This can't be clearly heard because of the sound distortion that occurs after your character dies. Speaking of voice lines that can't be clearly heard, did you know that when you first arrive at Far Harbor, the initial conversation between Avery and Alan Lee is longer than what we usually hear? The scene starts with Alan stating that he wasn't expecting a shipment for his store, but we're usually too far away to hear it.
I wasn't expecting nobody. Next shipment's 3 days out. Wait, that's not one of mine.
Another detail about Alan is that he's voiced by Liam O'Brien, the voice of many different characters in Fallout New Vegas, as well as the voice of Gaara from Naruto.
I've got 3 fiends I want dead, and I don't give a goddamn how it gets done.
And Chase, Esther, and Sister Albert are voiced by April Stewart, the voice of Wendy from South Park, and also the voice of tons of characters in Fallout New Vegas.
I used to be a courser, returning synths that had escaped from the Institute.
I can't tell whether you're joking or radiation melted part of your brain.
If you wipe out Far Harbor by shutting down its fog condensers, nothing but burning buildings and carnage will be found there. But did you know that if you then leave the town's ruins, finish Kasumi Nakano's quest, and wait for at least 2 days, and return, the town will have changed again? All of the dead NPCs will be disabled, and the fires and lanterns that once lit up the town will have gone out. The only lights still shining will be the ones powered by generators, leaving Far Harbor as a completely silent and abandoned graveyard. After triggering the open season quest in Nuka-World, killing the Raider gang leaders, and freeing the traitors, you'll have a new dialogue option when interacting with Brett Dunmore, a merchant living with his family at the Dunmore homestead. You can inform Brett that the Raider gangs are no more. In appreciation, Brett will offer you a discount on his merchandise, as well as the key to his master-locked safe located due west of the homestead. Have you ever noticed that when hanging around the Eden Meadows cinema location, an automated radio signal from the theater pops up? It features a bored announcer reading information about the snack bar and upcoming movie releases while interjecting several comments.
Management has informed me that public displays of affection will no longer be tolerated at Eden Meadows Drive-In. Sorry, here's what's playing now. Yeehaw, y'all. All that Western action made me hungry. Why not rustle up some hot dogs? Available at the concession stand.
After dealing with Sister Gwyneth in the side quest The Heretic and removing her posters from the Children of Adam's shrines, if you return to the shrines after a while, especially the Glowing Grove shrine, you'll find Children of Adam members praying there again with their own unique voice lines.
Was about time someone did something about those blasphemous messages.
And the posters will be gone from all the shrines. In Dry Rock Gulch, during the high noon at the Gulch quest, you'll be tasked by the Giddyup kid Protectron with retrieving a Giddyup Buttercup toy horse and bringing it back to his corral. If you have a companion with you like Gage and stand in the corral after picking up the toy horse, you can actually just place the toy into his inventory. This will trick the Giddyup kid into thinking that you dropped it in his corral and will complete the quest.
Good job there, cowboy.
Alternatively, if you already have a piece of the toy horse in your inventory, after talking to the Protectron, like just its torso or a leg, you can simply walk into the corral and drop it on the ground. This will also complete the quest, and the Protectron will have a unique reaction to it.
Oh no, what happened to Giddyup Buttercup? It was those darn outlaws, wasn't it? They butchered her up like a cow.
When going through the main questline of the Automatron DLC, there are 3 different Mechanists Broadcasts that can play, with her reacting to your progress and reporting your actions to the people of the Commonwealth through her servo-mech iBots.
People of the Commonwealth, again, I, the Mechanist, have come to warn you of the scourge that terrorizes this land.
Each broadcast occurs at a different point in the questline, meaning the Mechanist is keeping track of how far you progressed and updating the people of the Commonwealth accordingly. When you first meet the pack leader Mason, if you have high enough charisma and choose the right dialogue options to assert yourself, he'll reward you with the problem solver weapon.
Be a good dog and do what you're told, or you'll be put down.
Whoa there, boss. Not in front of my guys, all right?
Also in Nuka-World, have you ever noticed that the Cappy Cafe's doors switch when you enter? On the outside, there's a wooden door located on the left side, but once you enter the cafe, the door you came through is switched to the right side and is now metal. In the Grandchester Mystery Mansion, we're haunted by a spirit named Lucy. We can catch glimpses of her when first entering the mansion, in the souvenir shop, and in the attic. But there are 2 additional moments where you can see her that some players miss. The most difficult one to spot is when entering the long hallway with the fireplaces and flamethrowers. Lucy can be seen through the door behind the robot, running and laughing. And outside the mansion, if you stand in front of the entrance, you can see her looking through the window. Creepy. The synths Cog and Jule in Acadia have a sweet friendship going, as revealed by the side quest The Price of Memory. But have you ever heard or noticed their random interactions with each other?
How you holding up, kiddo?
I just can't remember anything today. I'll think of something and then it's just gone.
Sorry I can't do anything more for you.
At least you're acting concerned. More than I can say for anyone else.
Cog also tries to cheer up Jules by suggesting crazy hijinks they could get in together, with her always giving the same single response.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Later on tonight, we go streaking through the town, freak out the locals. Sound good? Hey, you want to hide all the bullets from Chase's gun? The look on her face would be priceless. Later on today, you want to see if Faraday's up for switching our brains? I could be you could be me. It'd be fun.
Oh, off, Cog. You know I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I figured. Just throwing it out there.
During the Visions in the Fog quest, where you have to follow the Mother of the Fog to a Children of Adam shrine, did you know that if you go the opposite way, the hallucination will dissipate and the Mother will disappear? Instead, you'll be tasked with retrieving a scrawled note written by the Mother that reads, "For Adam enter shrine, with Adam decipher name, for Adam claim entry." Reading the note will update the quest and allow you to progress forward. When confronting Oswald the Outrageous on the roof of the castle in Kitty Kingdom, if you explored Bradburton and found Rachel's goodbye holotape before fighting him, you can actually resolve the confrontation peacefully. A new dialogue option will become available if you have the holotape, allowing you to convince Oswald to leave the park peacefully. Another small detail about the final confrontation with Oswald is that he'll refer to you as an invader instead of a raider, if you killed all the Nuka-Town raiders before entering Kitty Kingdom.
You invaders are all the same. You raiders are all the same.
And again, huge thanks to War Thunder for sponsoring the video. With over 95 million players worldwide, there's always someone to battle. If you're into military history or just love vehicles, there's a ton to explore. Use my links in the pinned comment or description to jump in today.